When my grandmother passed away, I inherited a few of her belongings. Some old books, a couple of photo albums, and one item that made my skin crawl the moment I laid eyes on it, a Jester clown doll. It sat in a small wooden box, wrapped in a faded red cloth. Its porcelain face was frozen in a wide, eerie grin, its painted blue eyes gleaming under the dim light. The doll wore a tattered red and gold outfit, and its jester hat had two long drooping points with tiny bells at the end. I had no idea why Grandma kept such a thing. I don't remember ever seeing it at her house before. Maybe it was an old childhood toy, or maybe she had picked it up from some antique shop. Either way, I didn't like it, but I couldn't just throw it away. It had belonged to her. So I brought it home. That night, I had the first dream. I was in my bedroom, lying on my bed, but something felt off. The air was heavy, suffocating. My body was frozen. I couldn't move, couldn't even turn my head. Then I heard it, a soft jingle, like tiny bells swaying with movement. The sound came from the foot of my bed. I tried to breathe, tried to scream, but my body refused to obey. Then, slowly, a figure emerged from the darkness. The Jester doll, but it wasn't small anymore. It was life-sized. It stood at the edge of my bed, its painted grin stretching wider, its blue eyes glistening with something alive.
I like watching you sleep,
it whispered in a voice that was both playful and chilling. I wanted to run, to wake up, anything to escape. But then, it lunged. I gasped awake, my heart hammering in my chest. My bed sheets were drenched in sweat. Just a nightmare, I told myself. Just a dream. Then my eyes darted to the chair in the corner of my room. The Jester doll was sitting there. I swore I had left it on the shelf. The next night, it happened again. I was dreaming, but everything felt too real. I was lying in bed, the room eerily silent. I turned my head towards the chair in the corner. The Jester doll was gone. A chill ran down my spine. Then, jingle. The sound of bells coming from under my bed. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. Slowly, a hand crept over the edge of the mattress. Porcelain fingers with tiny cracks along them. The Jester's grinning face peeked up from the shadows, its blue eyes locked onto mine. Then, it spoke.
Why did you take me?
I bolted awake, my body shaking. I turned my head toward the chair. The doll was gone. My stomach twisted as I scanned the room, and then I saw it. The Jester doll was sitting on my nightstand, facing me. Over the next few days, strange things kept happening. I would leave the doll in one place, only to find it somewhere else hours later. Once, I put it in the hallway cabinet and went to take a shower. When I came back, it was sitting on the couch. I tried to convince myself I was just being forgetful. Maybe I had moved it and didn't remember, but deep down, I knew that wasn't true. Then, one night, I heard it. A sound that made my blood run cold. Laughter. Soft, high-pitched giggles echoing through my room. I shot up in bed, heart pounding. I reached for my phone to turn on the flashlight. The laughter stopped. I swallowed hard and leaned over the edge of the bed, shining the light underneath. The Jester doll was there. Its wide, painted grin seemed bigger. I slammed the light off and backed away, my entire body shaking. I had to get rid of it. I grabbed the doll and rushed downstairs. I yanked open the basement door, my hands trembling as I stepped inside the cold, musty air. I found an old wooden chest in the corner, threw the doll inside, and locked it. Then I ran back upstairs and slammed the basement door shut. I breathed in relief. It was over, or so I thought. That night, I woke up to a sound. Thud, thud, thud. Heavy footsteps pacing outside my bedroom door. I held my breath, gripping the covers tight. Then came another sound, a childlike sobbing, quiet but filled with pain. A voice whispered,
Let me out.
I didn't sleep that night. The following night, I had the worst dream yet. I was in my bed, unable to move. A crushing weight pressed down on my chest. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. Then I saw it, the Jester doll sitting on my chest. Its porcelain hands gripped my throat, squeezing tighter and tighter.
You can't get rid of me.
It whispered.
I belong to you now.
My vision blurred, my lungs burned. Then, I woke up with a violent gasp. I was drenched in sweat, my throat sore as if something really had been choking me. And then I saw it. The Jester doll was lying in my doorway, face up, staring at me. I couldn't stay in the house another night. I grabbed the doll, wrapped it in an old red cloth, and drove straight to my grandmother's grave. The cemetery was eerily silent, the cold wind whispering through the trees. I stood in front of her headstone, clutching the doll in my shaking hands. I don't know why you had this thing, I muttered, but I don't want it. I placed the doll at the foot of her grave, stepping back quickly. For a long moment, nothing happened. Then, as I turned to leave, I heard something that made my skin crawl. A faint jingle. I didn't look back. I ran to my car, started the engine, and sped away. I never saw the Jester doll again, but sometimes, in the dead of night, I swear I can still hear it, that soft, eerie sound of bells, waiting. The story is loosely based on this video of a clown doll that this